All right, guys, I have everything inside of this game. I might do like a playthrough again soon. I have platinum, every artifact, every puzzle piece. Let me just show you real quick once I go into continue. I have everything that there is to get every puzzle piece, even PlayStation Labo, and then CPU Plaza. So this is just going to show you all the artifacts. I'm probably going to restart this game soon, doing a gameplay where I'll unlock all the artifacts, everything. I will not be doing the stuff to get platinum, as I already have platinum. But I'll just get every artifact, everything. I don't know if it will let me load it to the game, so I don't know. I just my PlayStation Lava room decked out, but this is the PlayStation 1, as you can see here. At the start of it all, three-dimensional Big Bang. Well, didn't the Nintendo 64 do it? I don't know. This is the PlayStation controller. The first one, no analog sticks. Even after this, inside the PS2 and early and late PS1 days, you had to enable the analog sticks. So it wasn't fully recognized to use, I guess, the analog sticks inside 3D games for some reason. The PlayStation game disc, I have played on a PlayStation before, a PlayStation 1 before, more specifically. Here's the memory card. It doesn't show us how much, but let's just guess it's in the kilobytes. The PlayStation mouse, I have no idea what this was really used for. PlayStation multi-tap, I have no idea what the hell the multi-tap even is. Then there's the analog sticks. Wait a second. Okay, so if I press down something, it presses it down on my screen. That's nice. It presses down the triggers as well with the zoom, I think. But wait a second. Does it use the triggers as the mic? Well, probably not, but let's try. Okay, that did not work. Pocket Station Big in Japan. Was this a memory card or something? This is a memory card that would talk to you or whatever. And it had mini games. It was it had as much entertainment as a Game & Watch, I think. Here's the PlayStation 1. Okay. I can't say PlayStation. I have to say PS1 instead. But this is the PS1 monitor kind of thing, where you don't need a TV for it. I know it kind of looks like this is basically a PS1 Slim. Basically, but if the PS1 Slim wasn't supposed to be a Slim, you know what I mean? The PS1 LCD monitor, which was used on this PS1. Then we have the PlayStation 2, 2000 Games Odyssey. I think it's referencing 2000 A Space Odyssey. Was it 2000 or was it 2001? I don't know. But I think that's what it's referencing. And oh my god, I have to turn around my controller. Yeah. This was before it had the the more the S kind of looked different, and then the P also kind of looked different, and the number kind of looked different. I don't know if you could hear me when I said please stop. It's because my voice command activated. DualShock 2 controller. Here you had an enable analog here as well. Basically the same controller, but it's black. Also, I think it has more vibrations. I don't really know what was different about this controller. But this is it probably wasn't like this on the PS1. PS1 through PS3, I think, the controller had like 1, 2 instead of like L2, L1, R1, R2. Here's the PS2 game disc. Oh, it's blue. Don't know why it's blue. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, this looks like a PS2 game. It looks like what would be a PS2 game at the time. Then we have the PS2 memory card. 8 like megabytes. That was like actually like pretty good for its time. I think like, the average one was like a kilobyte. Well, like no, not a kilobyte, like many kilobytes, but you know what I mean. Then here we have the multi-tap. I have no idea what that does. I don't know what a multi-tap even is. The PS2 network adapter. This is before PlayStation Network came out. And PlayStation Network, in my opinion, well, I haven't really got to test this out because I haven't really used it, but I've heard about this. I think PlayStation Network would obviously be better because this is like a network adapter. Everyone gets PlayStation Network if you have internet and you made an account necessarily. The iToy camera. I guess I never knew that it had things before PlayStation camera. I first learned about like the PS3 camera. When I was playing Little Big Planet, it said you can use your PSI toy or whatever, your PlayStation 3 eye camera, whatever. Sorry about that. My mom was talking. This is the iToy camera. I think it was probably used for things like the Playroom, but it did not involve the controller that much. I think it was like, I don't know, I haven't really got seen it. This is for some games, I'm pretty sure. I'm guessing it was. Because I don't think every game would have had this. I don't know what else it would be used for. But probably like some singing game. Did singing games at the time? Damn. I know the PS2 probably does not seem like the game to have like games like that. Really. Like computers are usually like the games to have it. Or usually like the things to have it. I'm not saying like this is like not like the type of thing to have sim games. No, like computer games usually have it. The PS2 Slim. What's the difference? PlayStation 2? Then PlayStation 2. It's supposed to be the Slim, but I guess they didn't. Or maybe it's like a new model, so that's the reason why they didn't call it the Slim. They have the buzz controller, it's for a certain game. Buzz, I guess. Which is like a quiz kind of game. I never thought that a PS2 would have quiz games, because mobile phones usually have it and stuff like that. Computers as well. Yahoo. PlayStation. Yeah, okay. I accidentally enabled that. PSP, as I should call it, as I'm enabling PlayStation commands. But that little thumbstick right there, man, I don't think I could have. I really hope this had mostly 2D games, because I don't think I could live with only one thumbstick. Because I think that's where like the Call of Duty cameras came from, where like you could only like move and it would like your camera would go on wherever you moved. I think that's what they did to the Call of Duty games, because this would be very, very hard to control. Here's the PSP UMD cases. I forgot Universal Media Disc. Yeah. This was like the first thing to have PlayStation. The PSP was actually the first thing to have PlayStation Network. I thought it was the PS3 at first, but no, I'm guessing it's the PSP because this is like an early PS3 from what I see on YouTube. Same menu basically, but with like less stuff, I guess. Then we have the PSP camera. Portable cameras, I'll never catch on. Is that a reference? Or is that just trying to be creepy? I don't know. But this is one of those PlayStation cameras, but I don't want to talk about these. These are, I basically know nothing about them. PSP microphone, self-explanatory. PSP GPS receiver. Okay, so I guess if your PSP got stolen or something, you can find it, or I don't know. That's kind of weird. Because it looks like it would connect to the console, kind of, or like your phone at the time, or whatever. I don't know. PSP Go. No UMD. Oh my God. It's basically like a PSP, but like, does this have touch controls? Because it looks like the kind of thing that would have touch controls. I don't know, because I think you can like pull that back. Like, and this has like the controls. I wonder if it's touchscreen though. I'm not sure if it's touchscreen at all. And then you can just pull it in. I don't know. PS3. With great power comes great responsibility. I think it's hinting towards the PS3 Spider-Man font. Because it had a Spider-Man font. This was the final console with the rainbow PlayStation logo. I kind of like this better. We should bring this back. I'm trying to make concept art, but like inside my head of like what like the PlayStation 6 would look like. It would have like 2 disc drives, and it would be like this pyramid with like the old PlayStation logo on it, and then like it would be just like kind of like a new ASTRO's PLAYROOM game. Because I kind of want this back. That was much cooler. The DualShock Wireless 3 controller. The DualShock 3 wireless controller. Can you say 6-axis past 10 times? 6-axis. No, I can't. But for those who do not know, it's kind of like motion controls, which I don't think any games really used. And I feel like with like the PS3, they're trying to go with like more motion controls kind of stuff. So then they created like there was like, oh shit, this did not work. So then they created the PlayStation. They created like the PlayStation Move controller. But that did not work out either. No games basically used it, except for ones that were made by them, I think. Then we have the select and start buttons here. But like, yeah, this is like kind of like the equivalent to like. No, it's not. It's like the option. It's like start's kind of like the options menu, and then select. I really don't know what that's for. I don't think it really uses that much. I don't know. But then we had this was like the first one to have like a PlayStation menu, because it had the first one to have PlayStation Network. But yeah, it had a PlayStation menu, so that means it has to have a PlayStation menu button. So it replaced the analog button with that, and it kind of just, well, I don't know if there was any 2 games, well yeah, there was 2 games built on here, but not that many. But I think they were thinking like, yeah, we've got to make thumbsticks like a normal feature here, because who can live without thumbsticks? Who doesn't want thumbsticks? I think this was like when thumbsticks became more accepted, I don't know. I don't really know why they didn't have thumbsticks in like the first place. Probably because like they thought it was gonna be like more 2D games on the PS1, and then like the 3D games were gonna be played by like people who wanted the 3D games. PlayStation 3 game disc, perfect blue, of course. Talking about Blu-ray, and the bot chart is, I think the PS3 first had Uncharted because it came out in 2006. PSI camera. Yep, this was what I was talking about earlier. This ain't no toy, because they removed toy from the name, I guess. I was confused when I first got inside of Bot Beach, because yeah, I didn't know that the PlayStation 2 had one, or like the PS. No, I don't think it is. Here's the PS3 Slim here. the first console with the new PlayStation logo. Not really new because this was, I don't know when, but I have this model of the PS3. Pretty cool. And then it says surely can't get smaller, any smaller than this. Then PS3 Slim came around, proving that wrong. It has like a slide open disc thing. I really want this model. This model looks hella cool. Then we have the PS Move motion controller, which I guess was like, shoot, I think they got like restrictions from like using like the name 6-axis? No, I think it was, I don't know. But I think it was something like that. So they like moved to this. I don't know what really happened. But yeah, they moved to this. Didn't sell well. They were trying to compete with the Wii. I don't know, because they're like, at first they were like, you have to make a console like where like, you know, gamers can play. But then like the Wii turned out to like be a console that everyone could play. So they tried to make like, oh shoot, we gotta get more sales. Basically what they did. PS Move navigation controller, I guess that's like when you're like, whenever like, I don't know, like whenever like you're using like the PlayStation Move controller, you do that to like move things around. I'm guessing. Oh damn. PS Move Fusion attachment. Basically like for games with motion controls that have guns in them. Barely any. I've never even heard of this. I have heard of the PS Move controller. And the PlayStation's lucky that I even know that because I barely even knew it as of 2 years ago. Sharpshooter. I don't know, this kind of looks like something from Star Wars. Then we have the PS Vita. So like the PSP was kind of like an early PlayStation 3. I activated again. But the PS Vita is like an early PS4, is like the PSP is like an early PS3. Then we have the Vita game pack, kind of looks like a Switch cartridge. Why go disc when you can go cart? Perfect. Then we have the PlayStation 4. Stupid voice commands. I should turn voice commands off someday. But yeah, this is the PS4, one of my favorite consoles. Like, it was like literally like, it built off of like the PS3 and made it better. Like better online play, better FPS. Better pretty much everything. I kind of like, it built off of it, but like the PS3 is more nostalgic. The PS4 is still pretty nostalgic, don't get me wrong. But like the PS3, like, it made it greater, but it kind of like removed some of those nostalgic memories that I didn't really have. The reason why it's nostalgic for me is because, I don't know, I used to play Fat Princess on it. This is the DualShock Wireless 4 controller. The first controller that actually made it feel comfortable holding inside your hands. Legend has it, little robots still live inside of it. I should mention, I feel like I should mention like the description like a bit more because this is like referencing the Playroom, obviously. Then the PS4 Slim. My dad had this. I had the original PS4 model. Lost some weight, but not some magic. PS camera used for Playroom. The perfect fit for your Playroom. Yes, of course. PSVR headset. A new fantastic point of view. Just a VR headset. The PSVR processor unit. I guess you have to connect it to this or something. PS4 Pro. How pro can you go? I can go pretty pro. But it's like, wait a second, guys. No. Sorry, I think my sister and my mom are arguing. we'll get into that later. We'll never get to that. Guys, if you mention it inside the comments, you are literally... I don't know why they even mention it. I might remove this from the video, but PS4 Pro, 4K PS4 basically. Then we have the PS VR aim controller, VR very accurate. Kind of like the Move controller, I guess, but like for PSVR. Then we have the PS5. Number 5 is live. I use it sideways. It looks better vertical, in my opinion. And then DualSense wireless controller. It's in your hands now. Yes, this is the... I wonder if I call it DualSense 2 actually next time. Unless they'll make like another kind of like new name for a controller. Wait, adaptive triggers. Better PS4 controller. Better PS4 controller. Like, it kind of just made like the PS4 controller look better and a better things. And the HD camera, honestly, I've never even heard of this. The only camera I've heard of is the PS4 camera. But yeah, it's kind of like, I think it's probably used for games like the Playroom, but like more on like the PS5, I guess. Camera looks like a camera. Get it? Because it's a clamshell kind of. Pulse 3D wireless headset. It's the headset for the PS5. The PlayStation. So this is the. Oh, I almost triggered it. But this is the PS Classic, I believe. Oh no! Wait a second. Okay, so I see what it did. It kind of just moved back. But yeah, that's all the PlayStation consoles inside of my artifacts. Hope you enjoyed watching this. Goodbye.